Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Kambam, the Uber man, with his sunglasses on so that his eyes don't get a tan. Anyway, a few things I wanted to talk about today, including some past events that just recently happened as well. First things first, there's a radio program that were releasing some news about a 14-year-old girl that has been kidnapped in Oxford, raped, and then she managed to get away after 4 hours from her kidnappers. The question one of these radio stations raised was, why is this happening? And I felt, I can't believe that I live in such a society where intelligent people are asking such stupid questions. I think the basic reason for it is the government don't come down on rapists and kidnappers hard enough. 14 this girl is. She was supposedly she was walking down the street, minding her own business. She was bundled into a car for whatever reason, raped by two guys who had a silver car, and then after 4 hours she managed to make an escape. Come on, she's 14. And what's going to happen to these two guys if and when they get caught? 5 years in prison each, 4 years in prison each. Slap on the wrist. That's nothing. You raped someone, you ruined her life and potentially her family, and put fear in her because your own stupid madness. I can't even call it lust or desires, it's madness. And then you get away with it with a slap on the wrist, just 4 or 5 years, 8 years at tops, or whatever nonsense that is. What's that? That's rubbish. So I just wanted to know what your thoughts were. I mean, my thoughts, my personal view, it is quite a deep one. I would not be letting anybody off lightly. A life sentence minimum life sentence these people should be getting, with no jobs in prison and TVs and VCRs, not VCRs, we don't do VCRs anymore, but no TVs and no PlayStation, no job, no remote control, no calling your friends, no seeing your family. This is the kind of thing that should happen to these people, because it's not one occurrence. It's only one girl that we've known about, that we're being told about in Oxford, that it's happened to. How many other girls are there, the women that it's happening to? Not forget about abroad, in our country, in London. This is terrible. This is terrible that Londoners allow it. This is wrong, man, on so many levels. No, we don't have to get up and take up arms with these people. We don't have to take up arms with these people, but we need to be speaking out against this and have the government come down harder on such criminals. That was one issue that I wanted to raise, because I felt quite strongly about it. Another one was just yesterday. My young son, he's only 3 years old, he was taken into hospital just because he's a bit ill. So I thought I'd ask you guys just to pray for him, make sure he's okay, and just remember him in your thoughts and your prayers and whatnot. And even if you don't pray or don't believe in the existence of a God or anything, at least just remember him and just hope that he's well. That's the least that you could do, please. Thank you. Another one, a couple of nights ago, there was some crazy upside down car, not upside down, sideways car in the area near where I live, and I'll be posting a clip of that, of how the car ended up. I want your thoughts as to what you think may have happened to this particular car, taking into consideration the surroundings, that it was a residential area, a small quiet road. The driver didn't just come out of a bend or a side road or anything like that. So I just wanted your thoughts on what you think may have happened to the car. But yeah, for now, as you could probably see, I'm still driving like I always am around London, and I'm slowly headed home.
Roof. Yeah, I got it from the back, from the boot.
No way.
It's just peak, bro. Like, looking at it, like, thinking these type of accidents, you only see them on the motorway and that. Like, look at this, man. Some ground first motor shit, man. That's The driveway is alright. It's nice.
Okay, before traffic builds up, I'm off. Otherwise, nobody's getting past this. I'm gonna back up, yeah? Also, another piece of good news that I have, maybe for myself, not for you guys, because you don't know the person. I have a family friend that is suffering from cancer. She's currently on morphine, and up until last week, I believe, she was in hospital. And I just called her home now. And her husband gave me the news that alhamdulillah she's home. Alhamdulillah means all praise to God. That she's home. She's still on morphine and whatnot, but at least she's home in the comfort of her own home, walking, talking, you know, trying to carry on her day as usual. So yeah, I was very pleased to hear that news. It's very, very pleasing, like I say, to hear such news that she's home. And she's trying to get back to some sort of normality. She's not fully recovered from what I understand. She's still on the morphine, so she still has the pain and whatnot. But she's home with her family. She has children. She has young children. She has older children. Obviously, she has her husband. And it's really good news to know that they're home. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with everyone as well. I mean, why would I want to share that with the world? I think because it's uplifting to know that someone going through the trauma and the pain of cancer and being in and out of hospital, I think, you know, when they're home, that it's uplifting in the fact that they're home. It's a good sign, you know, it's a positive thing. Whereas if they're in the hospital, you tend to think, oh, who knows what's going to happen, and how everybody's feeling mixed emotions, and some people are saying, oh, this person's strong and they'll pull through. Other people think, oh no, I don't think they're. Well, at least she's home. You tend to have a more you have positive thoughts. So yeah, that's why I thought I'd share it with everyone. Another piece of information that I have is somebody that I know very closely, very dearly, is due to have laser eye surgery on their eyes, and I just wanted to know what you guys thought of it, about it. Anywhere that you think is well decent to go, other than the UK and the US. Well, let me be straight. This person that I know is going to Pakistan to have their eyes done. I think she's had a lot of worries previously as to whether she wants it done or not. Finally, she's come around to doing it, and I hope she embraces it, because it's a brilliant experience for I had it done, so I think it's a brilliant experience, and definitely one that she will benefit from. But I wanted to know whether anybody else has had it done, and what they thought of their procedure, what complications they may have had, and just any advice that they may have. You can always post comments and stuff at the bottom of my videos. Make sure you're sharing my videos, people. It's very important that you share my videos. Yeah, preferably like. Alright, cool. I'll catch up with you later, if anything.